Let us start the today's satsang in Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, same 67th verse. So I will answer your questions. Nithyananda Swamiji, I have a question. Arjuna was in deep depression according to the first chapter of the Gita. But by second chapter his Sahasrara was completely open, as you mentioned. How did this happen so quickly without any sadhana or tapas on his part? Understand? He was completely open to Krishna. His tremendous trust on Krishna. That was something extraordinary. He just got it back. That's it. Nothing else. He just got it back. For a few moments, he also suffered in depression. But, see, falling is not wrong. Never raising is wrong. Never raising again is wrong. Arjuna fell, no doubt. But he got up. Immediately he got up. Stood up. And he doesn't have ego. What I said is true. No. He is ready. See, courage is nothing but ability to put yourself on right track. Power is nothing but ability to put you on right track. Putting yourself on right track, Arjuna never lost that. Arjuna is really a amazing devotee, disciple. In a way, even beloved of Krishna. So he never lost that strong feeling connection. So when he got back, immediately his Sahasrara was open, available. So it's like just because you fall into depression once, the whole thing doesn't get lost. And same way, just because you have so many great qualities, it is not that you don't fall into depression. Just because Arjuna had 100 good qualities, that does not mean he never fell into depression. He fell into depression. Just because he fell into depression, it is not that all good qualities are lost. No. So it was a struggle on the journey. But whatever is said and done, Arjuna has a tremendous punya, merit. His whole life is filled with Krishna Leela. I know one king who lived in South India. He is well known for he is a freedom fighter. His name was Kattabamman. I was driving for some satsang. Suddenly the team which came with me stopped my car in one place and showed me this is a place where Kattabamman was hung by the British. I just got down and looked. I saw completely like a Samadhi of Siddha Purusha, energy was. Right? This fellow is after all a king. See, patriotism, nationalism, fighting for freedom and all is only political. That will not bring enlightenment. Enlightenment is completely different area. It's completely different zone. I am not saying patriotism is wrong. I am not saying patriotism can give enlightenment. Enlightenment is totally different thing. There is a huge memorial where he was hung by the British. Then I took his black box, how his death happened. He did not become enlightened when he was alive, but he is a great devotee of Subramanya, of Tiruchendur. So from Tiruchendur temple to his fort, he has made bell towers. Means once the puja is done in the Tiruchendur temple, they will ring the bell. Then how much distance the bell will be heard? Maybe for 1 kilometer. There will be next tower. They will ring the bell. Then 1 more kilometer. They will ring the bell. till his fort he has made the bell. Only when he receives the bell he will eat. Literally he was living with Subramanya Swami of Tiruchendur. When I opened his black box and saw how he became enlightened, see, his whole memory was just completely about Subramanya Swami of Tiruchendur. There is nothing else in him. He fought for the land to protect the temple and culture, nothing else. Then I realized, oh, you should not classify him under nationalist. You should not classify him under a patriot. That's too small title for him. He's a spiritual patriot. He want to keep the life of the Bharat, so he wanted the land. Understand? There are two types of patriots. Some fellows who fought for the land so that they can be in power. They can be in power. Some people fought for the land so that the great spiritual tradition will be in power. I am going to support this second kind of patriotism. You will see, I am going to create a huge patriotic movement in India. We want to protect this land, to protect our culture, our tradition, our spiritual enlightenment. So suddenly I realized, oh God, see, actually I had a new click about patriotism, one thing. Second, I never expected this guy to become enlightened. See, throughout his life he was doing only mundane things. He was living as a king, and everything a king will have, he had everything. But guy became enlightened. And especially he was hung. See, he was murdered. Murdered, if you are murdered or committing suicide, then no question of enlightenment. You have to be waiting. But in his case, there was no waiting. All the regular rules and regulations of the society is broken. There is a cosmic law. It is just broken. Means such a strong connection. There was nothing else inside him except Subramanya Swami of Tiruchendur. And I saw completely inside. He was having only that Muruga, that name. He had his own mantra, must have been initiated by some Siddha. Only that name where the knot settling on his body. See, when they hung him, the knot settles in this area and this area. These two area only, the exact, in his body, the exactly that suffering has happened. So I saw the whole suffering was clearly intertwined with that mantra. So this fellow became enlightened. Understand? Same way, Arjuna, even though he was in depression, his whole being is filled with Krishna. I never imagined the Kattabomman is enlightened. Kattabomman was always associated as a rebel and revolutionary and freedom fighter. Never had a spiritual identity. First time I was shocked that this fellow became enlightened. He became a Jivan Mukta. The reason was his whole being was filled with Subramanya Swami of Tiruchendur. I tell you, Arjuna was also completely filled with Sri Krishna. There was not much empty space. So I wanted all you guys to understand, just because you fall into depression once, it is not that all the good qualities in you goes away. Understand? Arjuna never lost his complete feeling connection. It was covered like a cloud. How the cloud covers the sun? It was covered. Then again it opened. Arjuna is intelligent enough to drop his ego and tell, Sishyasteham, I am your disciple, please forgive me. I want to learn, I want to know. Arjuna is a powerful being. He is powerful enough to do this job. That is the reason. Immediately in second chapter itself, the Sahasrara happened. Next question. Dear Swamiji, is being established in efficient action also a meditation? In the highly efficient state, are we in the zero thought zone? Being established in efficient action and not bothered about result is meditation. But if you are still suffering, see, I tell you, when you remember, when you predict you are going to have negative result, the suffering spreads all over your body, that wrong signal spreads your body, should be stopped, that's all. Your nervous system should be so heavy that any pain, suffering related news should not send chills in your body. It should not be affecting your body. To have that kind of heavy nervous system, you need to do only one thing. Men need to build the body heavily through Hatha Yoga. Women need to make them completely flexible. Actually, once one person came to me for healing. Healing has some problem in the Kalpatara Darshan. I put my hand on the head. Immediately I saw that problem disappeared. I was shocked, because usually it takes few seconds for the energy to penetrate and settle down, and then sometimes even few hours or few weeks, few days for them to come out of get healed completely. I was shocked. I wanted to know that person's profession. I asked, what are you doing? The person said, she is working in circus. No, then God, how come circus and what all is connected to what all things in what all way? Unimaginable. Because they work with the body so strongly, continuously, she was completely ready. It's not that she is enlightened, but the system was ready for the receiving the subtle energy. I don't want to say all the women working in the circus are enlightened, but they are all ready for the higher conscious experience, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual growth. Same way, people who build their body through the Hatha Yoga, they are also like a ready to receive to the higher experience. So, along with your being established in efficient action, just don't bother about the result. That's all. You are in zero TPS, zero thought zone. The next question. Beloved Master, is the bliss that we experience in your presence also an attachment to be overcome? I don't want to say attachment to overcome, but go on renouncing it. Give it away. So that more and more happens. Say attachment to overcome means you need to run away from it. This is not attachment you need to overcome, but if you go on renouncing it, you will have more and more. So I can't use the word attachment for this. Same way I can't tell you, just keep quiet, you are in right zone. No. If you are experiencing intense bliss in my presence, I don't want to say there ends everything. No. Just don't try to hold that bliss for a long time or continuously. Just drop it. The moment you step out of my physical presence, just expect that let it be forgotten. It goes away. It's okay. Go on unclutching from that also. Then you will see that bliss becomes solid, solid experience in you. That is what I would really recommend. But you should not use the word attachment for it, because, see, for example, if I am attached to this object, I have to give up this up because I need to be integrated. But if I give up, that does not mean I will have more and more iPods. No. But with bliss, if you go on giving up, you will have more and more, deeper and deeper, higher and higher frequency. So there is a difference. It is neither attachment, nor I am asking you to be in that same, that it is ultimate. No. Next question. Swamiji, how can I overcome the fear of losing my form and my boundary during meditation? Please guide me. Oh God. The only way is death meditation. You need to go and sit in your city cemetery, sit silently and watch continuously dead bodies being burnt. Better go to Varanasi and stay there for at least 11 days in Manikarnika Ghat. I tell you, I give this as a tapas for all our devotees, disciples who have death fear. Go to Varanasi, sit in Manikarnika Ghat for 10 days or 11 days, watch dead bodies being burnt. Simply your body will imbibe the intelligence. Like this only today this body is also going to be burnt. You don't need to think, no, your mind will imbibe and it may not digest. No. Sit and meditate. You will come out of this fear. Or very simple thing I can tell you. Just attend NSP. That's all. I can give you both. One, going to Varanasi and staying there for a week, for 11 days and seeing continuously dead bodies being burnt. I tell you, first half an hour only you will feel like vomiting and you will not be able to eat food, because when the moment you get the food in front of your plate, only that the dead bodies burning will come in front of your eyes, and especially the fat of the stomach burning. See, they will not keep too much wood. So when it starts burning, you will see the fat just dripping in the side, and one leg will be falling apart, one hand will be falling apart. Then that Dome Raja's assistants will come and take it and put it back again and burn it. Small place also, na? So I tell you, you will not be able to eat. You will feel like, wow, vomiting, all this only for half an hour, 1 hour. Sit attentively, attend. Now what can be done? In 1 or 2 days, I tell you, your body is intelligent. It will just catch. Just like that body, this body is also going to be burnt. I had attachment to my long hair. That one attachment I could not give up. Of course, now it is not attachment, now but just I am enjoying it. I used to have long hair, jata. I will always feel that I will tie that jata in all the different ways and put Rudraksha on it. And somehow my idea of yogi is associated with long hair only. And this Ramakrishna mission you are supposed to shave. I will hate. But even if I shave, I will keep that shika in a big way, a little bigger than other brahmacharis. So that will grow like a Shiva jata, and I will use that to create jata on my head. So I was thinking, arey, come on, if I am having this attachment to the long jata, how will I become enlightened? Then after death, I may take one more birth with lot of hair all around the body. And having jata everywhere. Only in Varanasi, Manikarnika got that jata attachment disappeared. Because I saw the hair burning in 2 seconds. In 2 seconds, the whole hair gets burnt. Other things at least takes little time. The hair, that's all. They put the camphor there only, na? The moment they put the fire, the hair goes away. I thought, oh God, like this only, this hair also is going to go. I do all sorts of things, and I'll, to make it as a jata, I'll tie a small black threads on it and keep them together so that it will become a jata, like Shiva jata. Once they become a Shiva jata, then I'll remove that black thread and put another one knot with the black thread. I thought, oh God, I'm spending all this time and decorating it in all this way, and this will be burnt just like that, like this in 2 seconds. The whole attachment went away. So I tell you, Manikarnika got his best solution. Go and sit there and completely see how the dead bodies are being burnt day in and day out. That is the best thing. Next question. Dear Swamiji, why one should become neutral or so-called impotent to physical needs? Is not the very creation of male and female and the senses also the gift of existence? See, I am not saying you should become neutral, but beyond certain level, when you raise to a level, you become neutral. Please understand. He is asking, is not the very creation of the male and female and the senses also the gift of existence? Yes, monkey is also the gift of existence, but monkey is evolved as a human being. So senses are also gift of existence. You can evolve to the next level also. See, being a monkey is not crime, but when you do some spiritual process, you evolve. Naturally, the next level happens. While savoring the gift of existence, can't we achieve the same highest coherence that we can achieve through renunciation? No. Regarding the education systems that you spoke about recently, my 12-year-old son is intelligent, but he does not like school, does not know why he has to learn so much of the info that is not practical. I really feel for your son. If he was there in Indian village like me, he would have become like me. And it's unfortunate, he is forced into the school. He generally does very well, but also then sometimes tend to withdraw from completing work and resents going. I see that his joy is gone. Would you please guide me how to help him cope? I'll really tell you, it will be good if you put him in the homeschooling. Don't send him to school. So in a way it was great and good, but I really feel you should put your son into homeschooling. If you don't have that kind of a atmosphere or facilities, get them to our Gurukul. That's it. Next question. Kindly tell us more about Anandagandha Chakra and how to remain centered in it. See, unless you are initiated, Anandagandha will not be activated in you. So I may not want to talk more about it. I may ask you to go through the healing initiation program. You can have the healing initiation. That will be the best thing, best way to understand and experience about Anandagandha. Next question. Does freeing from Triguna means not having engrams or not reacting to engrams? Freeing from Trigunya, for your level, it will be not reacting to engrams. The really not having engrams happens only when you have become enlightened. Not reacting to engrams is what you can reach by your sadhana. So work for not reacting to engrams. Next, during the Nitya Kriya a few days ago, you had asked us to surrender all pleasure and pain to Anandagandha. How does one do this? Oh, At those moments, just remember this, below the Anahata, above the Manipuraka, that area, and relax yourself into it. That's all. Relax and focus, bring your attention on that area. That's it, nothing else. Is it possible to feel the point of Anandagandha anywhere in the body? I used to feel it only between the Manipuraka chakra and Anahata chakra. But now I feel a pinpoint of bliss at the top of my head. Top of your head is only Sahasrara. Anandagandha is only felt between Manipuraka and Anahata. Next, Swamiji, I have so much of crowd phobia that I will stammer if I talk in front of even a small crowd. I was taking sleeping tablets. During the 28th October satsang, I was waiting with a deep hope that just by sitting in two-way connection and doing any kriya also in front of you, I'll get rid of the sleeping difficulties. Suddenly you announce that today's kriya is for insomnia care. It was beyond my hope. Since I did that kriya, I am sleeping peacefully, Swamiji. On November 3rd, you also granted my prayer that I would make my college presentation without stammering in front of my lecturer and classmates. It is unbelievable. Thank you so much for being with me in each and every moment. Now I am receiving a lot of these emails about these kriyas. Say, I request all our devotees, volunteers, YouTube viewers, everybody, if you are going to take up this Nitya Kriya for blood pressure, check your pressure and get a certificate, medical certificate. Do this Kriya for 21 days. Then again do the medical certificate. Check the pressure and do the medical report and send both to us. For diabetes, same. Like this, sleeping, same. Send your earlier condition and prescription. Now your condition and able to sleep without medication. Send us the report before Nitya Kriya, after Nitya Kriya. So the Nitya Kriya effect on you will be recorded, will be useful for many people, and it will be useful even for our own research and development in our R&D. So next, I often see you in my dreams. How do I know if you are really communicating with me or just my imagination? Chitra, if you are seeing in me in color dress, means if you are able to see the color of my dress, like orange or white or yellow or red, some color. If you are able to see me in color, then I am appearing. If it is just black and white, then it's your imagination. Maximum, I feel, it must be my darshan. How can I enjoy my existence without my body and mind? Only without your body and mind you even know your existence. With body and mind you are only enjoying your body and mind, not your existence. Alright, we will enter into today's Kriya. Today's Kriya is also very powerful Kriya. I may ask you to have glass of water around you. I think this Kriya helps people to receive teleported objects or materialize. I designed this Kriya mainly only for curing memory loss. Means curing all memory related problems, issues. But after doing R&D with it Kriya, I realized that part of the brain is also getting awakened. You see, your memory and part of the brain which is related to receiving teleported objects, both are one and the same. Telepathy and teleportation, both parts are one and the same. So I see people getting awakened to that power also. Today's Kriya you may need to master. Means at least 48 days you should do. Only then completely the problem will be cleared, but it will be healed once for all. This Kriya will heal all problems related, like Alzheimer's, the problems related to memory loss. Please come to the Virasana. Virasana is from Garanda Samhita Upadesha 2, verse 17. Place one foot on the other thigh and fold the other foot backwards. This is termed as Virasana. Sit in this posture and inhale and exhale in a relaxed way for a few seconds. Let your body settle with that muscle tension. In Virasana, now we will start the next step. Nada Kumbhaka. Chant the Homkara when you inhale deeply for prolonged time and hold with Omkara inside, exhale in a prolonged way with Omkara. Let me show you. Inside also when you hold. Understand? When you inhale with a prolonged way, through nose and mouth, both inhaling. When you hold inside, hold with Omkara. Then when you exhale, exhale with Omkara. Do this 21 times. Hold as long as you can, judicially, based on your health. Trinetra Kumbhaka. Let me describe. It is Kumbhaka Patati, 192nd verse. Inhale first through through left, then again inhale through right, then again inhale through both and hold. Hold judiciously as much as you can. Then slowly exhale through both nostrils. Do this 21 times. Inhale through left without exhaling. Inhale through right also. Without exhaling, inhale through both and hold. Hold judicially as long as you can, and when you can't hold anymore, exhale very slowly. Do this 21 times. Next, Trishula Kumbhaka, Kumbhaka Patati, 193rd verse. Inhale through the nostrils and also through the mouth, simultaneously. Hold the breath judiciously as long as you can. Now exhale and relax when you can't hold anymore. Do this 21 times. Do it 21 times. this Kriya will completely heal and cure all the problems related to memory loss. And if you do this regularly, your memory will be enhanced. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate and share the eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.